Is this analog meter any good? And is it still useful in 2025? Let's find out. We'll give it a test, we'll go through some of its functions, and we'll have a little demo towards the end of the video to show what these can do. Let's get a 9-volt battery, and just for comparison, let's see what we have on here. And we have 9.2. So that's fine. So it's a good battery. It's got a battery test function. It's got the milliamps, voltage DC, ohms, times 1 and times 10, and voltage AC. So let's see, let's go to voltage 10 volts. And that's the positive and the negative. Now, the one thing about these is on a digital meter, you can put the leads around the wrong way and it will just show you a negative. So to demonstrate that, if I take this and put the positive on the positive and the negative on the negative, you get 9.2 volts. If I switch them round, you get minus. So that's that. On this one, we put the positive to the positive and we get a reading of just over 9 volts. However, if I put these round the other way, the meter wants to go the wrong way. So with an analog meter, you do have to get the polarity correct. One thing I have noticed about this is, as you can see, that this little adjustment is broken. It looks like it's had maybe a direct impact onto there. I don't know if it's snapped or if it's just come out, but I think we need to take it apart to work that out. Let's take it apart. Oh no, it's a 1.5 volt. Okay, that's interesting. Right there. How has that not leaked? This is slightly more concerning. So the fuse, it says it should be 250 volt, 1.5, 200 milliamp. Well, that's, who did that? Let's take that out of there. Right, what's the bits? This fuse is broken. I'm almost certain, and that's why it's been, yeah, so this is a 200 milliamp, so we need to get one of those. Okay, I found one. Unfortunately, I've only got a 500 milliamp, so that's going to have to do for now. And we will get I will order up some. Let's put in this one. I know that one's good, but it's been in there for, well, I'm told 12 years, but I find that hard to believe. So put on voltage. Come on. 1.5, fine. So let's put this one in. And we'll put it back on. So not much to it, really. Quite sure what this is for. I wonder if it's like a calibration or something. Or maybe that's what that's for. Let's take the screw off here. Right, I think I see a little bit there. It just needs to be moved back. And off it comes. There we are. So very, very simple. Pretty much nothing in there at all. So how do we get into there? I wonder if there's a... There. Right. So that has come off. Like so. So this, I think we need to take that bit of glass off, and then that just goes back in. It actually looks like, I don't know if you can see that, but that's looks like it's bent down a bit. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. There we are. Now this can go in here. So obviously, yeah, it's like a little calibration. So we put this on. I think we might have to, we can't glue that in, but let's turn it. This might need to be much, much higher up. That's it. That's it in. Now here. There. It's never going to sit properly, but we should be able to get it to work. There. And then if we move this, you can see that it's only a fine adjustment. So, but that is now working. Okay, let's put this back in. Not much to it, as you can see. Okay, so we're going to measure the battery, this 9-volt battery. So if we put it to 10 volts DC, and what we're going to use is the bottom scale here, so it's 0 to 10. So this battery we know is about 9.3, so we should get going up to about here. So let's do that, and there we go. So that's fine. If we want to measure a 1.5 volt battery, we'll switch it to 2.5, and then we're going to use the top line here from 0 to 250. So we divide that number by 100, so that's 2.5. So we should, this is 150 divided by 100 is 1.5, so it should be roughly around about that 150 there. So we'll zoom out just a little bit. If we put this on, yeah, there we go. It's just over 150. So it does take a bit of getting used to. Obviously, it's not the same as a digital one that just shows you 1.5 volts. The one thing that it is useful for is seeing things that are changing, or so like increasing, charging, discharging, etc. So to give you a little demo of that, what I'll do is I'm going to take a small capacitor. This capacitor is an electrolytic. It's 100 microfarads at 25 volts. We're going to take a 9-volt battery and we're going to charge up this capacitor. We're going to put this resistor in line with this capacitor. So just so we see, this one should be a 10k resistor. 1k resistor it is. So let's put this in line with the capacitor. Okay, so that's it charged. So let's undo this one. And as you can see, quite quickly discharges. So very quickly charges and discharges. So this is the 4700 microfarads at 10 volts. We've got our battery and we've got the 2 meters both hooked up to here. So what we need to do is hook up this cable to the battery and to here, or we could just do it to there, it doesn't really matter. So you can see there's a tiny charge in the capacitor as it is, and this one's at, you can see that's at 0. So if we put, just check, that's the positive and that's the negative. So we should see the capacitor charge up quite quickly. And there we go. So there we go, it's at 9 volts, 9.1. And it's just staying around there. So now if we take one of these off, you should see this one's coming down and this one is coming down as well. So, and you can see just the gradual sweep. I mean, on this as well, you can see this kind of thing. It's quite easy, but if you've got something that's changing very quickly, this will obviously show you that much better than this. So if we just touch it again, charge it right up, and take it off. Yeah. And there we are. It's about as close to 0 as it's going to get. So at the start of the video I asked whether these are still useful, and in my opinion I think they are. When you look at the needle moving about, it's a bit better an indication of what you're measuring, and you know, if the signal's fluctuating a bit, it's easier to see that on this kind of meter. Having said that, the digital one is pretty accurate. It's really easy to use. So there is justification for having both of these tools. Hopefully in the future I'll have a video where I can make use of this a bit more and show a little bit more real world use rather than just the little demo that we did today. Right, we'll leave it there. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.